we're gonna do it. We are doing it. We're giving the 80s hairband a little love today, just a little love. We're gonna do some rat. Yes, my people, we're doing some rat. Lay It Down. If you didn't know, we're doing Lay It Down. It's awesome. It's the total 80s awesomeness today. First thing that you guys need to understand about this is that the low E string is now D. So we're in a drop D tuning here, okay? So for those of you that aren't familiar with that, this low string is normally tuned up right about there, okay? So what you guys need to do is you need to tune this, get your tuners out, and tune this low E string in your tuner so that it matches D, okay? So when you play these bottom two strings, the low string and the A string together, E and A, they sound like a power chord. They sound beefy and rockin', okay? So once you guys get that, come on back to the video and I'm going to zoom in while you guys are away, and I'll show you a close-up what's happening. Alright you guys, I'm back, I'm close up, you're back, and hopefully you're tuned up to D, or tuned down to D. So let's get into this. So basically what's going on here is I'm starting this out by fretting a pretty typical bar chord shape, a root 5 major bar chord. Just like that. So you want to have your index finger at the 5th fret on the A string, and then your third finger's playing the D string, G string, B string. So you got to flatten that out. That's where the bar happens right there. It's essentially, you guys out there that are used to the caged method, this is the A shape. You just slide up, and we're at the 7th fret there, okay? So you got that, okay? So we start out with a big strong hit on D there, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to come down there and chunk on the low, what is now a D note, or D string, okay? Or it's the E, but we all know that we're tuned down to D now, right? Just like that. So we're going to make a palm mute. Make sure you got that palm happening, okay? And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to reach over here with my pinky on the B string, on the 2nd string, while this is still barred, still barring that, okay? And I'm going to play with my pinky the 2nd string, 8th fret, so you have that kind of nice sound right there, but then you're going to pull off, okay? Just like that. And then we're going to come back down and do 2 more chunks on the low string. Okay? And then what happens is, while you're still keeping this bar, now I know you guys you're feeling like, oh my gosh, this is a huge stretch. You'll get it, I promise. Just practice it, be patient with it, and you'll get it, I swear. So then what happens is you're going to reach right over here with your pinky to the G string, 9th fret. So you have that sound, okay? And you're going to do that same little pull off, okay? Put that in motion. Okay, so we do the chunk. Okay. Then we're going to have 2 chunks again, another 2 chunks on the low string. Okay? And then we're going to come over here with your index finger at the D string. We're making a power chord, basically. It's a little A5 chord, A power chord. It just happens to be played on the 4th string. You guys might be used to shifting power chords around on the low 2 sets of strings. This one happens to be on the D string, 7th fret. And your 3rd finger is going to be on the 9th fret G string. You can play that with your 3rd finger, your 4th finger. Either way, it's going to work fine. Okay? So let me show you the transition there. Right? Chunk, chunk, chord. And then what we're going to do is shift that up a half step and give it a little 80s vibrato on the power chord. Okay? So all again. Okay, then we have 2 chunks again. Chunk, chunk, chord. Okay, so let me back that up a second. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to the 5th fret on the A string, and we're going to slide up a whole step. I'm doing that with my 3rd finger. All right. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to come back over here to the A shape. Okay, but we're now at the 5th fret, and so now you should be with your index finger on the D string, G string, and B string, just like that. Okay, again, that's an A shape just at the 5th fret, you guys. I go back down to the A string at the 7th fret, and then I go back to the A shape at the 5th fret. Okay, so D, G, and B string. So that sounds like this. Just like that. Okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit a chunk on the low E, and then I'm going to hit the chord. I'm going to start over, and that gets me into the riff again, okay? So I'm going to play all that really slow. Okay, so you guys can see that there's another little alternate part right there that they swap out at the end. And what that is we're on the low 2 strings right here, okay, the low E string and A string. Okay, so we've got chunk, 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 hammer. Okay, and what you're doing is you're hammering on with your index finger to the 2nd fret on the low E string and the A string. Chunk, 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 hammer. Chunk, 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 slide. So what I did was I slid into the 3rd fret with the same shape. Chunk, slide, okay? And then now we're at the 3rd fret, okay? So we're going to chunk, 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 slide. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm sliding from the 3rd fret to the 5th fret, okay? So we play that all really slow. Okay, one more time. That leads you back into the riff. So I'm going to play the entire thing really slow so you can see how it all kind of links together, okay? Alright, you guys, I really hope you guys have a fun time with that. For any of the 80s metal hair band guys out there, I hope this serves to be something new for you guys, and have a great time. I'll see you guys next time.